Hi everyone, welcome to my class Understanding Human Being as a Coexistence of Sentient I and the Material Body. This is one of the contents of the subject Universal Human Values. The main idea of a human being as a coexistence of the sentient I and the material body is a philosophical concept that has been explored in various traditions including Eastern philosophy and Western dualism. In this view, I or the self seen as a non-physical entity, often referred to as the soul, consciousness or spirit that is separate from the physical body. The body is considered as the material aspect of a person, subject to the laws of nature and ultimately destined to decay and die. The I or the self is seen as transcendent entity that exists beyond the physical realm and has the ability to experience and perceive the world. The understanding of human beings as a coexistence of sentient I and the material body has important implications for the way individuals understand their own existence and the nature of reality. It also informs beliefs about the afterlife and the ultimate fate of the self after the death of the body. So it is important to note that this is just one perspective basing on the nature of human beings and that other philosophical and scientific perspectives may offer different understandings. In Eastern philosophy, the concept of the self is seen as a complex interplay between the material body and non-physical I or self. This view emphasizes the idea that the self is not just a physical entity but also a spiritual one which transcends the physical realm. For instance, in Hinduism, the self is understood as being composed of both the Atma and physical body. Here, the Atma is seen as a non-physical entity, in fact, that is eternal and unchanging, while the physical body is seen as a transitory and subject to the laws of nature. Whereas in Western dualism, coexistence of the sentient I and the material body often expressed in terms of mind-body dualism. This view holds that the mind and body are the two separate that exists in a complex relationship with each other. The mind is seen as a non-physical entity and that is capable of experiencing and perceiving the world, while the body is seen as a physical entity which is subject to the laws of nature. This view is often associated with philosophers who believed that the mind and body were distinct and separate entities that interacted each other. The understanding of human beings as a coexistence of sentient I and the material body has important implications for the way individuals understand their own existence and the nature of reality. For example, it informs beliefs about the afterlife and ultimate fate of the self after the death of the body. Many religious traditions holds that the self is an immortal entity that continues to exist beyond the physical realm. This view is based on the idea that the I or the self is a non-physical entity that transcends physical realm and is not subject to the laws of nature, which governs the physical world. This understanding of human beings also informs the way individuals approach about their own well-being. In Eastern philosophy, for example, the emphasis is often to maintaining balance and harmony between the physical body and the non-physical I or self. This may involve practices such as meditation, yoga, or mindfulness that are designed to promote a harmonious relationship between self and the physical body. And finally, in Western philosophy, the concept of the sentient I and the material body also informs that the way individuals understand the nature of consciousness and the self. For example, some philosophers have explored the idea that consciousness is a byproduct of the physical brain and the self. Physical brain, and that the self is an emergent property of the physical body. This view is based on the idea that the brain is responsible for generating conscious experience and that the self is a product of the physical processes that occur in the brain. The idea of human beings as a coexistence of sentient I and the material body is a complex and multifaceted concept that has been explored in philosophical and religious traditions. This view holds that the human beings are not just physical beings but also non-physical entities that exist in a complex relationship with their physical bodies. This understanding of human beings informs beliefs about the afterlife, the nature of reality and the ultimate fate of the self, as well as the way individuals approach their own well-being and the nature of consciousness and the self. Here we have some key benefits and the reasons for its importance. They are personal growth, well-being, spirituality, understanding of the reality, approach to the death. So these are the key benefits which will come to a human being by understanding the difference between sentient I and the material body. So the theory of human beings as a coexistence of the sentient I and the material body has important implications for various aspects of life, including personal growth, well-being, spirituality, and the understanding of reality. By recognizing the existence of non-physical self, individuals can gain a deeper understanding of their own existence and purpose and approach questions about death, the meaning of life, and the nature of reality is a more holistic and integrated way. Thank you.